Hey, it's me again, Björn of Hafenliebe Wedding Photography. In this video, the fourth and last of my mini-series on Pronto All-In-One, I want to show you how you can make your website even more unique through animations. Let's quickly switch to edit mode and select the first block of my homepage from there. My idea is to animate the headline, which consists of two lines of text in different ways. One line should move into the screen from the left and the other line from the right. To make this possible, first I have to create two text objects from one object. So I duplicate the object and delete the line of text in each text object that I don't need. Then I simply align the text objects in the way I want them to appear on the page. Next, I select the layers that I want to animate and click on the animation icon, which looks like a flash. This then gives me a selection of pre-made animations from which then I choose the one I want. I can still edit these animations. For example, I can choose how the animation is triggered. I can have it activated when the object appears in the image, or by a specific scroll area, by clicking on it, or when the cursor is hovering over it. I can also set how long I want the animation to last. In my case, I want it to last a little longer than the default setting. In my case, I don't want a delay to occur. Still, I like the area over which the animation extends to be more significant. So I increase the value in the travel area. When I increase this value, it looks like the object is moving in from further out. I do the same with the other text object, but I choose for that one to move in from the right. Let's take a look at the finished animation. I also want to animate the text at the bottom of the image. I want to fade in this one after the first objects are visible on the screen. Therefore, I increase the delay value. This animation is also triggered by appear. Since I want this object to be visible only after the previous animation has run through, I also set the opacity to 0. This already looks quite cool. Let's see what else we can do. Also, in the next block, I want the headline to slide back into the image. That's done quickly now. I'm not going to get deeper into it because it's the same as previous things. In the third block, I don't want to animate anything. But in the fourth one, I want the text objects and the line to slide into the screen again. Again, I will not go further into this because the options are the same as before. Same in the fifth block. If you wonder, I use the same animations because I want the page to look coherent and not too overloaded with movement from in and all directions. For the testimonial block, I figured I wanted the photos to increase in size when the cursor hovers over them. For this, I choose the zoom in animation, and as a trigger I choose hover. So this is how the finished result looks like. It's pretty neat, right? With animations, you can achieve a lot of different things. If you put in imagination and a lot of trial and error, you might come up with applications that would surprise me in its ways. I'm excited to see what ideas you come up with. Have fun building your website, and thanks for watching again.